Game started.
Rock down from Norway. And let's try some kind of Reti or English setup. E6. Okay, I'll go on with the fianchetto and see what his next move is. He's playing E6 and Bishop E7. No idea what to think of that. It could be a French defense, I guess. Okay, let's play a Catalan. So play D4 and C4.
Server announcement.
And then, well, he's got a very nice compact center here. I could continue to play as if this were a King's Indian, I guess. Put 3 pawns in the center. And take it from here. I don't know where his other pieces are going. The knight could go to maybe A6 to C5, but he needs to induce me to push one of these pawns first, which I don't immediately need to do. But what else am I going to do? I guess that's the question. And which bishop should I make his bad bishop? How about if I go rook e1 and pawn to e5 and try and establish a strong point on e5. So it'll be like a French defense where I've played some kind of King's Indian attack. Maybe. Okay, so does he have enough to stop me from playing e5? So he takes, I take, he takes the knight, I take with the knight, he takes the queen, I take with the rook. So I have enough force to maintain a pawn there for a moment. Oh, that's not his idea. He's not contesting this concept. So I could, well, let's develop my bishop. I'm still supporting this. He's not attacking it with the knight, so I have enough defense there. What I was thinking was I could play knight here. Oh, but he's defended he's defended h7 with his knight, but he hasn't defended f7. So I put my knight here and put my queen on f3. I'm threatening to take on f7. And I've sacrificed a pawn here. He could just take that pawn. Okay, well, let's threaten this. I'm also threatening his bishop if he pushes one of those pawns. Rockdown has a very unusual style. I can't say that it's bad. And maybe it is bad, but I can't say for sure. So can I take something? Like take on e6? Well, it's defended by the knight and the rook. And my knight is pinned here, kind of, in a way. If he were to push, c5, that would pin the knight. But I have knight takes bishop with check, so that would unpin it. Very strange. So I play pawn to d5. Takes, I take, he takes, I take, he takes. Okay, I can't play it. Well, let's put a rook in the center then. What is he doing? That's probably what I should be thinking about. Okay, he's developing his knight. So now I could play d5 and get away with it, right? Pawn takes, pawn takes, pawn takes, knight takes. Bishop takes, rook takes. This knight is defended. I have all my pieces nicely in the center. I have more space. I should probably think a little bit more about my plan rather than just making these moves. So I need to take his knight now, because otherwise he will take here. Well, not really. I could play knight to knight to g5. If he takes, I take, he takes. He wins a pawn. But it's kind of this ugly doubled pawn. But no, his bishop is still somewhat under attack, so he doesn't have the idea of pushing that pawn. Anyway, I'm thinking of playing knight to e6 here, which would fork his queen and this knight. So knight takes and pawn takes. And if he pushes, there's still this pressure here. The other idea is I could just take. I could just take on c6, huh? Knight takes c6. I mean, pawn takes c6, bishop takes, queen takes, bishop takes, rook takes. So with the rook there, it's adequately defended. Okay, so back to knight e6, knight takes, pawn takes. Might be good for something. Although, well, then I'll be able to move this bishop somewhere maybe, and have my rook behind the pawn. Could be a strength. And maybe bishop to f4 here, trying to gang up on this pawn. The knight's free at least to move. Now bishop f4 hits the queen, but the queen can go to d8. Is that a useful move for his queen? It undefends his bishop. And then also defends my knight, my pawn, which is not yet under attack. But I'm thinking, well, okay, I need to regroup my knight. So where does this knight want to go? Knight to e2, to d4, to f5. Maybe that's a route for the knight. Okay, he's going to just go after the bishop. I need to defend the pawn. Having created this advanced e-pawn, I want to keep it. Okay, so now knight f4 hits the rook and the bishop. Yeah, I think it wins some material. Bishop takes, knight takes, or if the rook retreats, knight takes. Forking the two rooks, it's a piece.
Black resigns.
Yeah, okay, well, I eventually won. Not a most, not a most convincing victory, but, well, we'll take a look at that in the post-mortem and see how I should have played that. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.